It's a very male-dominated industry, entertainment, as are most.
Yeah.
But even within your company, you're the only female director.
Yes.
Do you find that it's like being female has helped or hinders? Like, because I know there's ways that being female helps. There's obviously ways that it hinders.
Yep.
How have you found that?
Look, I don't know if I'm a unique situation, but it has never, ever come into it on any level at all.
Do you think that's because you set the tone of that though?
No, I think it's based on the guys that I'm surrounded by.
Yeah.
And maybe the generation that we were all in was sort of, they never second guessed anything. It would never be, right, so let's make the deal, and gents, you're on this wage, and Jane, we'll just put you a little bit down the scale. Wasn't nothing ever like that. And our office has always been filled with women.
Right.
Which
balances
it a lot, and we love the fact that it is. I do understand, I think in corporate world as well, and I think in business, and I hear a lot of talk about, the disparity in wages, which it just does my head in, between men and women. I think in the entertainment industry, and particularly in Australia, I think there are great opportunities for women, and I feel really positive about it.
Yeah.
Based on the number of chicks on telly, for example, and
it's still very uneven though. Like I was watching a panel show the other night with four guys, with four people that's normally a mix, and it was all four men, and I thought that would never just be all for women. You know, like
and
shows like The Circle, which were specifically for women, but they would never, if someone's sick, they're not going to replace that whole panel with four women.
That's right. No, that's true. That's why The Circle was unique. That's why I miss it so much, because it was for women's voices. And it felt right to do that. Often I get asked, because I've worked in comedy, as you have, just why is there such a difference between the humour that guys have and what women, it's not a case of are men funnier than women. That's not it. It's just a different type of humour.
Yeah.
It's the different things that we laugh at.
Yeah.
And look, I do see that there are a lot of male-dominated panel shows.
Yeah.
I think, I guess it's up to people like myself as well to try and change that, being in a producing situation, trying to get more chicks.
And do you actively do that?
Look, as much as I can, as much as I have been over the years, and just anything I can do, I'm up for, because there's so many great birds that I've met lately,
Does it excite you when you are casting for something, or you meet people and go, this is really, we're in a good space
when you cast for something, or when you meet someone and you think, oh my God, they've got such talent and potential, and it's like being the doctor with just good news.
Yeah.
It's just I'm so happy. And by the time people are, professional and they're trying to get gigs, they've made up their mind that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
So they're serious about it.
Yeah.
And you respect that. And the only thing I really hate putting people through is auditions, because it's hideous. And I totally feel for people doing it.
Because you would sometimes see people come in who would just, you would know, do you know like straight away this how this is going to go?
It's like The Voice.
Oh no.
It's like The Voice, you know straight away if somebody's got it.
Have you ever said no to somebody though, and then seen them in something and gone, oh, I was a bit off with that?
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, possibly I have. But maybe I've seen them for a specific role that perhaps they were going for, or what I was auditioning them for, maybe was a different type of thing to what I've seen them do. I go, oh no, they're really good at that. Yeah, they're really good acting,
Because you'd have to keep open to it, wouldn't it? Because sometimes you'd go, that person's no good, and then you blacklist them.
Yes, and I've never thought that anyway. Of anybody I've ever met, I'm pretty sure people are great, and I know what they can do before I bring them in. I sort of don't do cold calls and things like that.
Yeah.